Oh my goodness, guys. What a day for the stock market today. We haven't seen one of these days in a while, it feels like. We had the S&P 500 go up almost 2%. We had the NASDAQ go up almost 3% as the Russell went up 1.7% and the Dow Jones went up 1%. And we had the VIX go down almost 4% on the day. So in this video, we're going to break down the markets. We're going to talk about some stocks and we're going to go over what I'm doing in the market. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee, hit that like button, and of course, make sure to subscribe, and let's dive into the video. And oh, by the way, if you want some free money, get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo and up to 12 stocks from Webull. Link down below. All the details are in the description box and pinned in the comment section. And with that being said, again, let's dive into the video. So, what a day. I don't even know what else to say. What a day for the stock market today. We had pretty much every stock on my watch list go up. I mean, I'm sure there was some red ones, but it seemed like, there was just 3 red ones on the day today: Macy's, Pinterest, and First Majestic Silver. But other than those 3, every stock, all these on the watch list, guys, went up today. Unfreaking believable. And if we look here at SPY, we're now at about $395. We're not fully breaking out of the highs from earlier this week, right around 400, but we sure as heck are making a legitimate case for the bulls here, at least in the short term, because you guys can see bulls are holding these higher lows that I'm drawing out. You guys clearly see that. And as of now, with today's breakout, we're above the moving averages on the 1-hour chart. We're breaking out of the highs from earlier this month as well. This looks like it could continue. I mean, the momentum looks like it could continue here. And if I pull up the 4-hour time frame and zoom in a little bit, sure, we are still at a lower high here. But if SPY does start getting out of, let's say, 400, 405, 410, bulls could really take it for a ride from from that point. We will see how it goes down, guys. And triple Q, same thing. Still at a lower high, lower high. You guys see that clear as day. But if we end up breaking 285, that's the high from a couple days ago. And today, guys, we ran all the way to almost 283. Great day for the bulls. If we go up a couple more bucks, break 285, there could be even more upside on triple Q. We might run to 295. We might break 300. There could be more upside from there. You guys probably know, you should know if you've been watching the channel, 295, 300, that's been resistance for a good couple weeks, months at this point on triple Q. So crazy day, guys, but bulls are still not above the levels they need to be above for this to really start breaking out in the short term. At least that's my opinion. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And let's just talk about some stocks now. We have a couple that I want to break down in this video, 7 in particular, all of which did pretty well today. I mean, like I said, it was hard to find a stock that was red today. I mean, it was one of those days, right? Nvidia, and of course, you guys know Netflix, Coinbase. We talked about those earlier. Google had a great day today, which is my biggest individual stock holding. I love Google stock, guys. Other than those, we have some more to talk about. And Nvidia, which is one that we haven't talked about yet, today at least, this one up 6.4% on the day. And we have some cup and handle action. You guys see this cup and handle right here, clear as day. There could be, and mind you, we pretty much broke out of the highs from earlier this week, right around 177. We closed right above them. There could be more upside now because of that. And I'm thinking in the short term, guys, 185, maybe even 190 could be in the cards for Nvidia. That's the high from, I think, the beginning of the year. Actually, no, from back in the middle of December. You guys see that right here. So, yeah, I mean, this is, it's looking like it wants to break out even further. And we have a golden cross right now. We're well above the moving averages on the 4-hour chart. So we all know 190 to 200, that's a big sticking point. Not only from a couple weeks ago, but also from back in August, from back in June. That's, no joke. That's where we failed, guys. 195 to 200 on multiple occasions here. So if Nvidia can actually break out of that point, and we also failed there, a couple weeks ago, like I said, we could start seriously seeing a reversal above 200, especially. That's a very big point for the stock. But the reality is we're not there yet. And, we have to see how it plays out over the next couple weeks. But again, 185, 190, if we start getting out of there, that's where we could start really getting that move. And Monster is another one that I'm looking at, ticker symbol MNST. This one didn't have that great of a day today. I mean, you'd think it'd be up a good amount, but it only went up 0.1% on the day. Not the craziest day. But why I'm looking at it is because we're now approaching, well, we're pretty much at 98 bucks, 98, 99, 100, which you guys can see back in July, early July, that was resistance. Also, you can see here back in the middle of December last month, it was support. So in other words, we're now testing that old resistance as support again, and also the support from a couple weeks ago. I think bulls could hold this point, 100 bucks, right by the 180 SMA as well on the 4-hour chart, and there could be more upside here on Monster. It's not like I'm not thinking it's going to go all the way to 130 or 120 or anything crazy like that, but could it fill the gap back to 105 from here at 100 to 105? Yeah, it could definitely do that. So MNST, I'm watching that, and of course, guys, I'm not 100% certain these things are going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. I'm just breaking down charts here, and you guys have to do your own research at the end of the day. Do your own chart breaking down, downing. You guys know where I'm going with that. Do your own research, your own analysis, make your own decisions based on that, So the next one is Ross Stores, which is kind of similar to Monster. It's not like it's going to break out and have a crazy, 10, 20, 30% move. I mean, it could, but I'm not banking on that. But we can see here, we're right by the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. We're still holding an uptrend. Pretty oversold. I'm thinking if 110, 15 holds, we could get a bounce maybe back to 120, 125. Maybe this trend continues and we do see a little bit more upside in the very, very short term. That's Ross Stores, ticker symbol ROST. And if we pull up the 3-year chart, where could this thing be going? Ooh, this makes it a little bit interesting here, guys. Makes it a little bit, I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this. Good thing I caught this because we might have a head and shoulders in the making as well. At the same time that the uptrend's continuing on the 4-hour, on the 3-year, we have that head and shoulders starting to form, which is why you always have to look at multiple time frame, guys. Multiple time frames is very, very important. And you can see if this wants to, what's going on here? Let's go back to the 4-hour, then the 3-year. Come on. Or maybe it was on the max. I don't even know what I was looking at. Yeah, max chart. That's my bad. Max chart is where we're seeing the head and shoulders. What we're noticing is we're failing right now at the neckline. And this neckline is very important. I mean, if we fail at 125, right, which we kind of are already, this could see a huge dump off, maybe down to about 95, 90, maybe even lower. But if it somehow miraculously gets out of that neckline, 125, boom, that's where Ross Stores could really start to take off. So let's talk about the next stock, which is Disney. So check it out, guys. Disney ended up having a great day today. Like, again, all these stocks that we're going to talk about today pretty much had. It ended up going up over 4.4% on the day, and it broke over $100, and it closed over $100 for the first time, and it seems like over 2 months for the first time in a while, right? And now we're playing in this window. If I zoom in a little bit here on Disney, you guys can see back in the beginning of November, end of October, the high was right around 107, 108. You guys can clearly see that here, right? And then we obviously dumped all the way down to about 86 bucks, then $84. But now that we're breaking back over 100, we closed above 103 bucks a share. I think we could fill the gap back to 108. Maybe we even break 108. My alert set at 110. Maybe that point breaks and we do end up running to the next level, which could be around 117. Maybe if that breaks, we start going 126. So this could get hot fast. Keep that in mind. And the fact that we broke 100 this week, closed above it, that's a very good sign for the bulls. Let's see if 108, 110 is next, followed by 117, and we'll see where it goes from there. So the next stock, guys, is good old Caterpillar, ticker symbol CAT. Take a look. This one up 1.6% on the day after seeing a bit of a sell-off the past couple days. You guys can see Caterpillar hit 260, which I believe is... yeah, it is a high on the 4-hour chart. Is it near all-time highs? I don't think so, if I remember correctly. Actually, I'm wrong. It is an all-time high. It is an all-time high. Holy crap. So today, a couple days ago, it hit an all-time high, pulled back a bit, right around to about 243, right around the 180 SMA, and today we got a bounce. We got buying pressure, and now we're starting to continue the trend, which is great. Very good sign for the bulls, right? This could maybe, go back to 260, maybe even, it even breaks that point at some point in the future, and we hit an all-time high again. And the reason why we're covering it is because the trend's holding, looks very strong for the bulls, and Caterpillar is reporting earnings, I believe, next week. No, probably the week after that on the the week after that on the 31st of this month. In other words, the last day of the month is when Caterpillar is reporting. I believe in the morning. Let's double check that. Yeah, in the morning, 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So CAT, Caterpillar. The next one is Nike. And by the way, if you guys are finding value and you haven't done so already, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe. I think we hit 26,000 subscribers today. I appreciate you guys, as always, for all the support. It's crazy how much this channel has come, how far it's come. I started on YouTube over 5 years ago. Yeah, that's crazy. In October of 2017 is when I started. So we're still here, guys. We're still grinding it out. 5 years later, 26,000 subscribers later. I appreciate each and every one of you, as always. So Nike is pretty similar in terms of the chart to what we saw with Caterpillar. It's at a fresh high on the 4-hour chart. It's not an all-time high. It's not at an all-time high like Caterpillar, but on the 4-hour chart, uptrend is clearly holding. We hit about $130 a couple days ago. We got overbought, sold off a bit in the past couple days as well. Got to a pretty oversold spot, and you can see here the high from the beginning of June was right around 123.50. And look what we did, guys. We ended up pulling back from 130 roughly to about 124, 125, held it, and that's where we're starting to get a pop. That's where buyers are starting to come in now. So in other words, it looks like Nike wants to fill the gap back to 130. Maybe it even breaks that point. If you guys pull up the 1-year chart, you're going to see on Nike here, back even, last year in April, we were failing at about 125 to about 128, 130. So if this could end up breaking 130, let's say, I'll put my alert there. There could be a lot of momentum coming in on Nike. It's going to be at a multi-month high, and really the next target from that point would be anywhere from 138, 140, maybe even higher than that. So that's Nike, ticker symbol NKE. And the last stock for the video, guys, is Verizon. Let's pull that up. Ticker symbol VZ. You guys can see Verizon, although it's still in a downtrend overall on the 3-year chart, not looking the best whatsoever. If we pull the 4-hour, it looks pretty decent. At least the past couple of months of trading have been decent. You guys can see, this thing has been uptrending since the middle of October. So a good couple of months here. Higher lows, higher highs have been made, and recently we hit over $40 a share, and now we've pulled back to about $40 a share, and it looks like the trend is holding, as you all can see if I zoom in a little bit here. So Verizon, I think, and mind you, we're holding the highs from the end of November as well. Verizon, if we do get buyers to come in right around 39.40, which who knows, we'll see. It's a little bit too early to tell, but if we're able to pop, let's say after earnings, which earnings are this upcoming week, guys, let's pull it up. What day is that? The 24th. I think that's on before the market. I believe 24th is on. Let me pull it up here and see, guys. Bear with me. 24th is on Monday? No, that's Tuesday. So Tuesday pre-market, Verizon's reporting. Let's see what we can do here off this trend line. Are we going to bounce and maybe start running 42 plus again, or are we going to collapse right through here and bears take this thing for a ride, maybe back down mid 30s, maybe even lower than that? So watch out for these companies, guys. Nvidia, Monster, Ross, Disney, Caterpillar, Nike, and Verizon. And all of these, let me say this right now, let me make it loud and clear. These are all for trades, guys. Keep that in mind. Not for long-term investments at these levels. These are all for trades. Not saying that these companies suck as long-term investments. In fact, they don't. They're all pretty good, I'd say. Depending on who you're talking to. I mean, that's kind of a blanket statement, but they're pretty strong companies, But for me, I only own one of them right now as a long-term. It's Disney. But, for this video and for the short term here, I'm not looking to add any of these as long-terms. Again, these are just for short-term trades. The charts look pretty decent in my opinion, and that's why we're covering it. I just wanted to make sure you guys understand that and it's clear for all the viewers out there. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and to subscribe. Check out my second channel as well, Stocks Talks Money. And don't forget to get your free money if you want up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, each up to $2,000. Link down below. Go get your money, guys. And you could also get 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. And if you guys want 50% off of your first year with Seeking Alpha Premium, check it out. Seeking Alpha is awesome. Use all the links down below, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.